Hello traders, I want to give an update on the price action for Bitcoin after the rejection of the overhead resistance in the upper boundary of the trading range, previously presented as a Wyckoff distribution. Where are we currently in the price action for Bitcoin? As you guys know, the expectation was to retest the lower trend line of this trading range as the last point of supply, previously also encountered the last point of supply before ranging in between and testing now the lower trend line. This was the expectation for the pending information. Now that we're here, where are we currently in the price action? At the second test of this potential last point of supply. We have the first one, an upward traction before another rejection in the 106, printed as a bearish Garley that took us now to another bullish Garley. This was an M formation, pending back then, of course. Now we have completed pretty much at the PRC, the deepest areas of retracement at the 0.886. We had two arguments, the 0.786, 93,000, and the 0.886 at 91,200. We pretty much hit the 0.886 at the 91,000. And now where can we go from here? As you guys know, we apply Fibonacci retracement. In this case, from the highs to the lows, okay? Current market information. Therefore, if we go back into the previous information, now a completed move, I have not changed this pattern, as you guys can observe. Rejection 106, either 0.786 or the 0.886 as support. Where do we find support? At the 0.886, 91,200. I believe we went slightly below, however, pretty much to the T. Now, what are the levels of resistance? Once again, we apply the Fib retracement from the C, in this case, the C to the D, and common areas of retracement that is occurring right now. The 0.382 is the first target of this M formation. However, we must breach above the 0.50 and the 0.618 in order to recapture bullish conditions. Why? Because if we look left, once again, market leaf clues. On the left-hand side, we have previously presented the short execution also at the bearish butterfly. And that was the upper boundary prior to printing another major shark pattern, also previously presented and discussed on the videos. So these are the reactive move. I'm paying attention to each bearish pattern. First one, the butterfly, the shark, the Garley at 106, most recently, of this bearish structure is why I'm thinking of a distribution case. Until, of course, further evidence dictates otherwise. So as of now, if we are here, some reactive move at the completion point of this bullish Garley until we fully recapture the 0.618 at 100,000 key psychological level, now major resistance. That is a level that must be captured, 100,000 as well as 98,000 in this case. Also, I wanted to make sure that since we are now within the trading range, the key level here comes at the previous low. 89,000. This is the line in the sand where bulls must defend. Clearly, they stepped in at the last point of supply. Normally, we have that expectation, a range in between until, of course, breaking below the trading range and break of structure, meaning printing a lower low than the previous low, creating that shift in sequence of higher lows. Going back to the Garley, these are the levels to break. So these are the targets for this M formation. Or at the 0.886, you have the 0.382, the 0.50, and the 0.6184 resistance areas that Bitcoin must break above. If Bitcoin continues to range, we will then know that that may be indeed the last point of supply, the second last point of supply before breaking below the support zone in the 91,000 region. Also, that would trigger potentially or strengthen the argument to break below the previous low at 89,000 region. As more data continues to develop, I will continue to update, also having a focus on March the 16th. Okay, that will be potentially a cycle low if Bitcoin continues to range. Now finding major support here, I have different targets here for these levels and why I'm moving accordingly before making so many projections as Twitter is known to make. So far, as of now, I'm sticking to my levels. And the next projection after the intersection between price and time also respected on Bitcoin, we're now looking for March the 16th that can translate into April. Okay, there might be another larger information already in the cards, but let's move accordingly and see if Bitcoin indeed managed to capture the 0.618 and print a new all-time high. Remember, 106, 107, 109, also expectations from the hype was to print 300,000. However, this is why the modern markets always will teach us a lesson to remain grounded, printing a decline of 17% as of now from the previous high. Everyone, I'll keep updating and present the arguments as I see them in the chart. Till next one. Cheers.